I'm going to stand. Because that's what I'm used to doing when I speak, to stand. But before I do anything, I want everyone else to stand. I just want everybody to take a breath. Blow it out. And I want you to turn to someone right now at this moment and tell them thank you. Tell them thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do it again. Tell them again. Tell someone else.
Thank you, brother.
You can have your seat. I'm really overjoyed. I'm so excited because, first of all, foremost, I had a chance to actually meet the beautiful Tasha Robinson. We share something a little different because she's like the life bloodline for what I've done in the industry for about 20 years. I'm a master educator in the industry of spa and aesthetics, beauty, wellness. And so she heard of me through that world, that industry. My background is that of an educator. I have also been ordained as a minister, as a pastor, as an elder, as a reverend, whatever, evangelist, whatever you want to call it. It's just the call that's on my life. I wasn't trying for it. I wasn't looking for it. Actually, I told God to choose someone else. I told him, I know how this thing works, so choose another grandchild. Can you imagine that? I'm telling God to choose somebody else. And I say that because when you've been graced, my name is JoGrace, but when you've been graced with a gift, you can't help it. I think each of us, I've heard Terry say it, and I've heard a few of the people here on the panel talk about their gift, their talent, that which God has given them. I think over and over we've heard consistently, God, 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 God. Because without God, who are we? And I had you say thank you to one another, because I think we need to thank each other so more often, because we don't know. I don't know when I'm going to see her next. You know, we look at the things that have happened in the past. Those children being massacred and adults. And this is just one incident. We know that's happening all over the place in the hoods. Their children are going out and they don't see them again. And I'm very thankful because I have 3 beautiful daughters. And I would say my greatest success has been raising them. Daughters who are full of grace and beauty. Not only on the outside, but on the inside. And I would say to you that if your outside doesn't look like what you want it to be, you might want to check your inside. Check the inside. Whatever it is, if it's your business, the greatest thing I can say, effective business planning, it begins on the inside. It starts on the inside. I think I heard Terry say something about inking. You have to ink the vision. You have to see the vision. You have to have clarity for the vision. And in order to do that, sometimes you got to silence your mind from all the things that are happening in this world that is distracting you from having the clarity to see the gift that God has already graced you with. And each of you have one, whether you believe it or not. There is no doubt. You are each graced with a gift. Whether you believe it or not, you are each graced with a gift. Each of us have been given a gift. And that gift has been given to us to succeed at. And when you operate in that gift and in your grace, because that's how I say, I always say I'm living my grace out loud. I live my grace out loud because I love what I do. When I was in the beauty industry, I love being beautiful. I don't have no qualms about it. If you don't like being beautiful, that's your issue. And I like being sexy. If you don't like being sexy, it ain't mine. I ain't got no problem with it. Okay? So, and I like being healthy and fit and well. And my goal is to be fit and fabulous at 50. So that's my goal. And you know, and so I say start on the inside. I always speak about the inside. Because sometimes we're so busy about this out here. And we forget to get silent with God. And be still and meditate and pray. And sometimes just listen. How often do you listen to what your soul is telling you to do about the business, about your life, about your children that are often so overlooked? Maybe if people were taking more time to listen to their children, listen to their own souls, that's where we get clarity. That's where we get our direction. And I don't go to other people. I get still and go to God. Other people are your support to confirm only what He has already given you. That's all it is. We're in each other's lives to confirm what's already been given. There's nothing new. There should be nothing. Somebody's coming to you and telling you something you haven't heard. You need to just stop and go, hold up, wait a minute. Because God will tell you first. If a man say you're supposed to be my wife and God ain't told you, you look pretty good, eye candy and all that, but you know, God ain't told me that. So you have to listen. Keep a notebook. Keep a writing pad. Keep a pen. I don't care. I keep one. Now I will tell you, my business associate, he will tell you, to be a witness, was one of the first things, because I'm a teacher, I told you, you must have if we're going to work together.
A notepad.
Notebook. I don't even deal with my clients. Notepad, book. I'm asking questions. I'm listening. I'm writing down. Because how can you provide excellent customer service if you haven't even asked the right questions and listened? How do you know who to target if you don't even know who your target market is? So I would say to be effective in 2013, keep a notebook, ask the right questions, write. Always write. Always, I like that word, ink. Always ink it. Because when you ink it, I don't know about you, but those of you who heard me, but when you ink it, there's a certain reality that takes place. Have you ever gone back and read some of the things you've written down? And you go, wow, that thing is manifested. And sometimes it could be a year or so ago. And you go back and read it and you go, wow, that thing is manifested. So when you write it, and it says what? In the back of it, those scholar Bible people say what? He said make it plain. But not only did he say make it plain, but he said make it plain enough so what? Everybody else can see it. If it ain't clear to you, how are they going to see the vision? How can they run with something that they can't see? You have to be clear about what it is that you're saying you're about. So what am I about? I must say this. I am in the second half of my journey of my life. And the Lord has led me on this wonderful journey of broadcasting. I came out of the spa industry, relaxed. You get massage. Isn't that right? That's right. Is it not the best? I have to tell you, it is the overall best industry in the world. Yes. Women are pampered, relaxed. Do you not feel good? And you not only feel good giving, not only do they feel good receiving, but you in our field, we have peace because we're giving. You're another esthetician. We give. And that peace is in the giver as well as the receiver. So I love that industry, and I'm still a part of that industry, but the Lord is taking me into another direction, which is broadcasting. And the company that I am thankful to be a part of, and my team is here, is Create the Spotlight. I have the president, Victor Irving Jenkins. I have Eric Everson, who's on the camera. And we are documenting life. One of the film projects that we just was completed, or Eric's working on, is a trailer for someone's life. A trailer for a book of his life. So if you got books that you're going to release, if you want to document your own life, and this may sound a little morbid, but I did hear someone talk about at my funeral. Hey, put it on camera first. The way you want it to be presented. Wouldn't it be nice to present your life instead of waiting for your family to I wouldn't do that. You'd be like, oh, I would do. Put your own stuff together. What are you about? So we do life documentaries, we're doing film projects. We have a lot of different things that are going on, but that's Create the Spotlight. That's my new entry, new journey. I'm excited because I had no plans on this. And so I'm saying this, the reason I'm saying this is this. Be flexible. That's really what the word I wanted to say. Be flexible, because I could have stayed tied into thinking, I've spent 20 years into this. I need to stay in this industry, right? I've sold my heart and blood and sweat into this, and I could have struggled with transitioning into something else. So be flexible in your plans, because don't be so you're like holding on to, I know this is how it's going to happen. Sometimes you have to be flexible and let God direct you into a new plan. I'm excited about it because every new things are happening, things that we hadn't even planned. People are calling us from all over the country asking us to do their film documents and trailers. And I told her, I said, Sundance, here we come.
Yes. Yes.
Sundance Festival, I had already seen this. I was already speaking this. And then the next thing I know, they say, we got a call for someone who wants us to do a trailer.
Yeah.
Just like that. We're going to go to the Fashion Week in Miami. Just like that. These things are just happening like that. Just thoughts just come up. And the next thing I know, Victor will tell you, is it not happening quickly? It just happens just like that. And that's moving in your grace. I believe when you move in your grace, it happens just like that. There's no struggle. There's an ease. And lastly, there is a peace.
Yes.
And I have to say that because it really blessed me when Miss Denise called me. And she said, if I had to say one thing that I got from looking at everything that you do, I read all of your information. I could tell you all my accolades and all my recognitions and all my certifications. I don't need to do all that. But she said, if there was one thing I grasped from what I saw from everything that you do, what'd you tell me? She said,
yeah, just from looking, I did extensive research on all you guys. I just had to know, but one of the things that I enjoyed, it just made me feel very comfortable. I was very at peace, and it was a very welcoming spirit. Yeah.
She said, peace.
Hands down.
And I said, peace? I said, that's what I'm all about.
Yeah.
I love that. I live for that. I wake up every day. I want peace in my home. I want peace in my life. I want peace in my personal life. I want peace in my children. I want peace in my business. I want peace in my business associates. Peace in my staff. Peace in my crew, my posse, and everything else. It's got to be peace or it's not happening. So if the persons that are coming into your life, sit back. Be discerning about who you bring into your space.
Well.
Be discerning. I am, and how much time I got? I am serious when it comes to integrity.
Yes.
Victor will tell, I'm serious about, I don't deal with everybody. And And I think I told Denise, I said, I don't talk and deal with everybody, I do everybody's engagement. Then my baby called. I hadn't even met her, but she was my baby. Even before she just said who she was, it was done. That was the connection. You don't have to say any more. I told her, I said, whatever you want, if you want me just to sit and not say, didn't know what I told you? I will support you. Because first and foremost, I am a child of the Most High, and I'm an intercessor. And I believe if I didn't do nothing but come here and just pray and intercede for this thing today, that's all I needed to do. But I thank you for allowing me to speak, and I thank you for all listening.